March 4th, Saint Casimir of Poland. Saint Casimir, to whom the Poles give the title the Peacemaker, was the third of 13 children of Casimir IV, King of Poland, and Elizabeth of Austria, daughter of the Emperor Albert II. Casimir was the second son. He had 2 brothers, Ladislas and John, and they all had as their tutor John Długosz, the historian, a canon of Krakow, and a man of extraordinary learning and piety. All the princes were warmly attached to the holy man, but Casimir profited the most by his teaching and example. Thus, animated from his earliest years by precept and example, his innocence and piety soon ripened into the practice of heroic virtue. At the age of 25, sick of a lingering illness, he foretold the hour of his death and chose to die a virgin rather than take the life and health which the doctors held out to him in the married state. In an atmosphere of luxury and magnificence, the young prince had fasted, worn a hair shirt, slept upon the bare earth, prayed at night, and watched for the opening of the church doors at dawn. He had become so tenderly devoted to the Passion of our Lord that at Masses he seemed quite rapt out of himself, and his charity to the poor and afflicted knew no bounds. His love for our Blessed Lady he expressed in a long, beautiful hymn familiar to us in our own tongue. The miracles wrought by his body after death fill a volume. The blind saw, the lame walked, the sick were healed, a dead girl was raised to life. He gets the title the Peacemaker because once the nobles of Hungary, dissatisfied with their king, begged the King of Poland to allow them to place his son Casimir on the throne. The saint, at the time not 15 years old, was very unwilling to consent, but in obedience to his father he went to the frontier at the head of the army. But hearing that the Hungarian king himself assembled a large body of troops, and finding his own soldiers were deserting in large numbers because they could not get their pay, he decided upon the advice of his officers to return home. Also, the knowledge that Pope Sixtus IV had sent an embassy to his father to deter him from the expedition made the young prince carry out his resolution with the firmer conviction that he acted rightly, thus avoiding a confrontation where his men could be killed. 122 years after his death, the saint's tomb in the Cathedral of Vienna was opened, so that the holy body might be transferred to the rich marble chapel where it now lies. The place was damp, and the very vault crumbled away in the hands of the workmen. Yet the saint's body, wrapped in robes of silk, was found whole and incorrupt, and it emitted a sweet fragrance which filled the church and refreshed all who were present. Under his head was found his hymn to Our Lady, which he had buried with him. The following night 3 young men saw a brilliant light issuing from the open tomb and streaming through the windows of the chapel. Let the study of Casimir's life make us increase in devotion to the most pure Mother of God, a sure means of preserving holy purity.